Fire Collective. I hope you're all doing great. And this is going to be Jupiter and Venus conjunction that is taking place June 9th through the 13th. So, and it's taking place in the house of Cancer. So, this is said to be one of the most romantic days of the year when Jupiter connects with Venus. They are like the greater benefic planets in astrology. So wherever Jupiter is in your, even if in your natal chart, it expands that. It because Jupiter is about expansion, and Venus is about connection, love, mutual respect, mutual connection, money even, if it's not love, good luck, bringing things together, collaborating with others even, abundance. But since it's in the Cancer house, it can be also it can also have to do with security, having that how can I say, that meaningful relationship, that meaningful connection with your friends, with your siblings, with, for everybody is different because we're all like different signs, right? So I know, like, if you are an Aries, it's going to be maybe it's somebody from the past that's going to be coming in, and maybe it's like that divine quiet, love in the quiet places, you know, maybe learning about each other a little bit more, that you had connected with in the past. And maybe for Aries, maybe there'll be a better understanding of the person now that you have that willing to openness, or maybe for the other person to be able to open up and have vulnerability there, and really get to see and understand the person. And once that happens, there'll be like a feeling of kind of like a homecoming, of feeling closer and feeling comfortable with each other and having that openness. And if it's not in love, maybe it could be in a friendship, or it could be at work, or it could, you know, with a friend, family member, anything that you know, maybe it's connecting with yourself, maybe better understanding yourself after certain lessons, you know. So for everybody it is different. I know for Taurus it's going to be like a heart and mind, like communication, and it could have to do with siblings, family, or even being mindful. And I'm just going like really quickly through these, so I don't have to take so long and take your time either. But it could be like in a sibling matter, a family matter, maybe having those mindful words that somebody needs to hear, and maybe being able to understand each other through empathy of words and communication, having a better understanding. For another group of you, it's maybe online connections that go very well. It is important to not move so fast, and because Jupiter also it's a ruler of Pisces, and it's a ruler of Sagittarius. So although you're looking for higher meanings of things, it can also be an illusion, you know, illusional. So it's very important that for all the signs here to be able to discern what is real and what is not, you know, keeping your, even though we're all fantasizing about certain things or over romanticizing things, keep one foot on earth and then the other one, you know, and you can fantasize, dream, whatever it is. But there is a feeling here of you being able to connect to other people through words, and being mindful of what you say. And if it's for Gemini rising, maybe it could be a lesson of self-love, of love and respect. Maybe there is a calling here for you to be a little bit more generous with other people. But it also has to do with like because you do rule like extremities of whether you're arguing with somebody and then you're connecting with the person. You are a very communicative sign, so maybe There is a sense here for you to be a little bit more generous with your words, with your time, with your how you act or how you connect. There's like a love reset. And then there is also maybe there is a sense of you having to evaluate like the sense of connections and how you are connecting to others. How are you feeling about it? If it's a healthy relationship, that then it's going to make you feel good, and just common sense. And but if it's a connection that is not making you feel good and it's draining you, and a way to know is maybe if it's draining you even financially. So maybe that is a sign for you to take things back, not think back a little bit more and kind of reflect on what connections you do have and if it's time to end them. Maybe for you it's just a lesson that going alone is the right way. You always crave that your twin, because you have the twin formation. You are always wanting to have somebody to bounce ideas and communicate from. You need your twin, but maybe for you it's a lesson of just being grateful and cutting your cutting your cutting ties, and maybe knowing that you are whole all by yourself. As far as maybe for Cancer, it could be like allowing a situation to finally leave and being grateful and learning your lessons from that connection, maybe whether it's a friend, work, whatever it is. And maybe for you, Cancer, because it's in your house, you could be like attracting a lot of people. So this is a good time for you if you're single, if you're wanting to go somewhere, or if you're wanting to connect with other people or meet somebody new. Get yourself out there. Right now you are like a love magnet, and you have a lot of abundance. You have a lot of love and connection that is going to be gravitating towards you with Venus and Jupiter here in your house. So if you are single, then maybe it's time for you to get yourself out there, and if you're ready to go for something new here, because you are very magnetic at the moment. So yeah, or if maybe for another group of you is maybe bettering a situation here, having a better connection, or maybe evolving from engaged to marriage, or move from not living together to living together. So for everybody is a different, just having a healthier connection with others, with your person, if that may be. And also there is a sense here of believing in love strongly, having a healthy change for the better, or even letting go and moving on to anything that brings you to a lower level of feeling, being able to discern that. Yeah, so that is what I'm feeling for you. For Leo, well, that is what the stars are saying. For Leo, it could be more, it can show somewhere in more in the psyche or in the spiritual way. Maybe closing karmic ties. This will also maybe making you there is a sense here of maybe you being able to close doors and feeling good about it, maybe. And maybe letting go of any karmic ties or any karmic connections and feeling good about it, like learning your lessons finally, that maybe it's better to spiritually, if it's not there's a feeling here, if it's not feeding you spiritually, then there is a sense of like kind of letting go. So even for everybody, it's more of values of what you're valuing at the moment. For everybody, it's different. If is it worth keeping, or is it time to let go? Even though it could be a very romantic time of the year, it's finding that ultimatum that is very important for you, right? I know if you are a Virgo, maybe you could be having a lot of maybe love with friendship. And maybe if you've been out in hibernating a lot. Maybe this is the time for you to get out, because it could be a possibility of you meeting somebody through your friends, or finding that emotional support and being able to connect with others in a spiritual and emotional way. And then for Libra, maybe it could be you are finding, you are finally putting things to a stop, things that, or a relationship that you want a relationship that's based on respect and love. And if that's not what the relationship or connection is bringing you, then you're willing to cut your ties, cut your losses, and move on. This is a time where you will be reflecting on, does this person bring me happiness? Does this person respect me how I respect them? Does this person, is there love here? Is there love? Because, you want to be with somebody because you love them and because you respect them, right? How and if they're not respecting you and you're just there for the looks or whatever, or they're just there for the looks or for the status of it, then there's no point. There's no point to keep this going. And you are finally at that point where you are able to realize what it is that you really want. If it's not based on love, respect, and mutual connection for both of you, then there's really not much to it. And you are willing, you are ready now to know that you are great all by yourself or with another, if it is that you are both going for. So there is choices here that you will be making, and they are raising your standards. They are basing your relationships, friendships, whatever it is, if it's made with love and respect, then you're willing to grow with them. And having a shared sense of a mission of faith, and you right now you have so much faith in yourself and your own journey of what you're going through. You've grown a lot, so you're able to tackle things and not let things that are low vibrational get to you. So stay in the high vibration. And this is for everybody. For everybody, this is how it should be. What is making you feel like you are in a higher vibration? What's making you feel good at the moment? And that is what your soul is calling for, right? And for everybody is in a different department, in a different place in life. I know, like Scorpio, it'll be like in a worldly part. It will be in your like international love, or people that are just different, a different culture of you, different race, different. You are willing to change anything that is not in the same belief system as you are, and especially when it has to do with connections. Or is this relationship, do we believe in the same religion factors? Maybe that could be important to you at the moment. So for everybody, it is a little bit different. So that's something for you to think about. If it's not based on your religion and faith, then maybe you're letting things go and die out. If for anybody, for Sagittarius, it could be you being a little bit more vulnerable with yourself, and having, because this is in an intimate house, it's in the 8th house, so anything that has to do with secrets, anything that's taboo, it's a moment to go for a greater love and become one, going for something real instead of something that just looks good. Same like Libra, right? Maybe you've been craving something that's just transformative here, or you could be finding somebody that just transforms you in a way that you have been craving. So if it's not that the other people are offering you, that's bringing you transformation, then maybe you're just not going for it. For Capricorn, it could be like the love department. So like there is a force of healing of others. And this is a moment where you can be like, okay, if this love is healing me or not, then, it's either all or nothing. So for everybody, it's different, just like I said. So take a look at your astrological chart, and go for your the main three planets should be your rising sign, which has to do with yourself, body, the way people portray you, your sun, because that is who you are here to be, and your moon, because that rules your emotions. So that would be something to look up and see what where is it happening to you. But we all kind of know, you know, we know what is affecting us in life and what we really want. So this is just an emphasis of what is your soul and your intuition nudging you to do, right? And it's a sense of having that richer communication, richer context of of reality with another, whether it's a friend or a family or a lover, whatever it is. It's just having that richness, which that's what Cancer brings in, is having that sense of security with another, having that sense of of richness, of value, of security with one another, and having that trust, right? So another message for the collective, somebody, and this could be for anybody, you take only the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest behind. I'm totally fine with that. So maybe you just needed to hear a little message and move along. So you got toilet. There is empty, chaos, restart. So flush away life's chaos. So see, it's about embracing healthier interactions. And you could be a Cancer if you're watching this. And then there's also roller skates. So sealed happiness and release. Unlock sealed happiness and release to the constraints of adulthood. So this is a time for you to maybe let go and have a little bit more fun and stop feeling so restrained of, like, you know, we all feel that way, right? We all have bills to pay. We all have our house payments. We all have, but you know, those things are always going to be there. And maybe it's time to kind of go and have fun in these next couple of days and see what love and fun brings for you. Maybe that is what you're needing at the moment. You also have first aid kit, so urgency, foresight, and protect. So be equipped for sudden needs with ahead of time planning. So maybe there is a sense here. So that even though there could be changes going on here, always be on the alert that there's always things that happen and urgencies that do happen. And maybe watch out for those, but you know, everything always is, make sure you just are planning ahead. So maybe that's a warning sign for some of you in the collective, and just know, have faith that everything will always work out. With the hammer here, it's time to hammer things down, take things away that no longer are needed in your life, or just, if they're not making you feel right, and if they're not elevating you, then why are they there, right? So maybe it's time to focus, impact, and precision. A well-aimed blow is worth 100 random strikes. Know exactly where to apply your force. So yeah, it is a time for you to focus on what it is that you really want. You could be traveling, or you could be going on a journey. Somebody could be coming to visit you. Your story takes a new turn at the next intersection. So you could be, for some of you, you could be meeting somebody while you are going somewhere, maybe running an errand, or maybe somebody could be coming to visit you. So that is what I'm feeling for you. Let me see if there's anything else. Anything that wants to come out for the collective. What do they need to know with this Jupiter and Venus? Any other messages? With the Six of Swords, maybe there was something that was not, maybe there was a situation here that you were kind of feeling kind of like defeated, like if there was no, chaos just kept coming and coming and coming, and it's time to let go of those things. This is a time for you to embrace And with the Queen of Wands here, it's time to let yourself be loved and also fulfill your passions. There is a sense here of you needing to feel your passions, feeling alive, like feeling the fire within you. Like, what brings you passion? Maybe you were stifling your passions down and they weren't just, you felt like it was just bringing chaos and nothing smooth was coming out of it. And this is a time where maybe you can meet a soulmate, whether it's a friend, a romantic interest, anybody that this is a good time for you to maybe get yourself out there. There could be a connection coming towards you with the card, and then focusing on what you truly want. What is it that you truly want? Comment below. What is it that you are focused on now? With the Seven of Swords, you might want to be aware of anybody that's trying to come in and stealing your little treasures out. See how this person is has a treasure and swords and everything, and is carrying it out of the little tree house. So beware of anybody that's trying to come in to your home or come into your energy zone and try to steal your energy, or stealing something from you, or just even stealing your peace. But I think that is what that's what we all are consciously evolving to. What is worth having and what needs to go, right? And with the King of Swords here, it's time to set plans in action and strategize on how you want to go about what you want in your future. And that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and comment below what your goals are and how you're feeling. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much. Until next time, goodbye.